What?
What's happening up there?
I'm changing the filter. What are you doing in the vents? Today, I'm going to let you in on a little experiment I'm starting. I'm Mike with Tomahawk DIY. I'm going to replace my furnace air filter with one that's reusable. I've never tried this before, and then we'll fast forward a month or two and see how it's doing. Before you change your air filter, turn off the furnace. There's usually a switch on the side. You can also do it at the thermostat. You got to find where your air filter's at, and look at this one. It's nasty looking, full of dust, dirt. It's been in here, let's see. It looks like this hasn't been changed in about 4 months, so I'm way behind on it. And now it's amazing what you can buy on Amazon. Let's see. Here is my replacement. I'll include an affiliate link if you want to pick one of those up. It sends a small commission my way, and it's a little bit of a thanks. Costs you nothing more, but you can get it off Amazon. This is a K&N lifetime washable home air filter. I'm really curious to see how this works, because these things, you know, you go through them every couple months depending on how dusty and dirty things are. So let's see how it is. Now this is obviously going to be more expensive to buy up front because it's going to last supposedly a lifetime. That's a long time. So I'm not quite sure what a lifetime really is, but I know my grandparents lived in their house for 50 plus years. So there it is. Now when you get a filter, you want to make sure you're buying the right size. Often it'll be written on the access panel for your furnace. In my case, I can use a 20 by 30 or a 20 by 25. Looks like we've been using the 20 by 25 in here. That's what my replacement is. So now my question is, how do I know which way the air filter is supposed to go? Look, I don't know if it's going to show up in the video, but right here in the corner there's an arrow that tells me flow. So the air goes that direction. So it looks like the metal side goes down, the non-metal side goes up. It looks like there's cleaning records right here. So I'm going to make myself a little note of what day I'm installing it. And then I'm going to have to figure out how I want to keep this here. As you put this in, there's often a little pocket of some kind to seat the filter in. Now let's put this thing in. Now you see that strip? See the metal right back here, the metal slot. That's where my filter is going to sit. I'm looking all around, checking the edges. Make sure the filter is seated in there fully. It looks good. Okay, so let's close this up. So let's turn this thing back on, and give me just a moment. I'll be back in a couple months. All right, well here I am back. Life gets busy. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and this will be my first time actually checking this out and cleaning it, seeing how that goes. I do have to say, the idea of taking a filter out of a plastic bag and dropping it in and throwing the old one in the trash can feels like it'll be a lot faster than cleaning this filter. But we'll see how it goes. The instructions say you only have to let it stand for 2 or 3 minutes during the cleaning process, so maybe it's not too bad. Let's check it out. I'm going to turn the fan off so it won't run. Let's check out this filter. Now again, this should be changed much more frequently. This thing is caked with dirt. I will say one thing, with as long as I've left this, I hate to admit it, but I do sometimes forget to change my furnace filter, or my little Nest thermostat pops up and tells me to change it, and then I don't do it right away and somebody else clears the reminder. And sometimes 3 or 4 or 5 months pass with the cheap disposable filters, and those usually collapse after that amount of time. Now this thing certainly has not collapsed. Okay, so let's go get it cleaned. I'm going to take it up to a bathtub. Okay. So I think that side's wet. Already seeing a little bit of dirt and dust come off. There's already some gunk coming out of the filter. So here's the cleaner. I'll spray this on the dirty side. The metal grate side is your clean side. Not quite sure what heavily looks like, but so I'll just keep spraying until it feels like it's heavy. Now I will say, this video is not sponsored by K&N. I'm not getting paid from it. However, if you use the Amazon affiliate link in the description, that'll send a small commission my way, so I appreciate it if you do that. It costs you nothing more, but it sends a little more money to help me keep making videos. And now we'll let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 3 minutes, and after this it just said rinse with cool low pressure water from the clean side. Gently tap and shake the filter, remove excess water, and then stand it on end to dry naturally. Okay, we'll let that dry there for overnight and then see if it's dry in the morning. Okay, so here we are. Let this thing dry overnight. The last thing it says to do, to lightly spray on the dirty side of the filter. I'll take a little bit of this. That seemed pretty light. We'll call it good. So let's try installing it. I'm going to turn the furnace off again. I want to make sure it doesn't start running. Pay close attention to the airflow. Be sure that you have it in here the correct direction. Make sure this thing's seated in here properly, and I'll close it back up. And I will put today's date on here. Okay, what are my thoughts on this K&N filter? Well, I was surprised it was pretty easy to clean. It definitely takes more time than just using the disposable, which you pull out, put the new one in, drop it in the trash, and you're done. However, you know, I suppose from a environmentally conscious standpoint, not wasting as much, and in the long run, quite frankly, not spending as much money on air filters, this is a good solution. I will also note, those are fairly expensive to get to a MERV 11 air filtration, you know, on the filters you get at Lowe's or Home Depot. So that's also a consideration. It's not going to take buying very many of these MERV 11s, probably less than a year, even less than half a year, to pay for the cost of this guy. So that's a big plus as well. You're getting better air filtration for a lower price in the long run if you're using this lifetime, you know, reusable furnace air filter. So those are my thoughts. If you've used one of these, leave some comments. Let other people know. I do appreciate it if you buy anything through Amazon through the affiliate link in the video description. What?
What's happening up there?
I'm changing the filter. What are you doing in the vents?
What filter?
The air filter on the furnace.
Ew.
Have you ever changed an air filter?
Wait, where are you?
I'm in the furnace room. Where are you? You're in the furnace vents?
I'm in my room.
What are you doing in the furnace?
I'm not in the furnace.
Well, I'm talking into the furnace.
Well, the vents are all connected.
Oh, good point. Do you want to come see what the furnace is all about?
I gotta get to bed.
Okay, good night. Love you.
Love you.
Please subscribe. Have a great day.